Bob Casey finally conceded, ladies and gentlemen. I told y'all in Pennsylvania, man, it need to be an audit in Pennsylvania, man, because they tried some old weak pull a mask over your face trick with the peoples. And Bob Casey know he lost, man. Here it is, two and a half weeks after an election, and they still doing a recount in Pennsylvania. I told y'all that. It's a video on the channel, Surfering, that y'all can listen to it when I said in Pennsylvania, that fucking recount gonna go on for about a week, 2 weeks after an election. And look, Bob Casey finally conceded to McCormick. Dave McCormick. Shout out to Dave McCormick. 21 gun salute, Dave. Let's go.
Bob Casey is bowing out of the Pennsylvania Senate race against Republican challenger Dave McCormick. Casey conceded this evening after a statewide recount was triggered in the race. Action News reporter Sharifa Jackson live in the studio now with reaction. Sharifa.
Yeah, Rick, this announcement, it comes a little over 2 weeks after Election Day. It's been an intense few weeks at that. The recount process has already begun, and the Secretary of the Commonwealth's office says by law, the recount may still need to happen.
Why the recount must still happen? The man lost, man. Casey lost. Y'all face it. Y'all still trying to do a recount when the statistics show that he lost, man. Give it up. But he did concede, so let's move on. Shout out to Dave McCormick.
Just called Dave McCormick to congratulate him on his election.
This was the video sent out by Senator Bob Casey Thursday evening, just as a statewide recount for the highly contested race for the Pennsylvania Senate seat began. The Democratic incumbent conceded, admitting to a painful loss.
This race was one of the closest in our Commonwealth's history.
No, it wasn't.
Decided by less than a quarter of a point. I'm grateful to the thousands of people who worked to make sure that every
no, it wasn't. You lost.
Could be counted.
Take your ass home.
The Associated Press called the race for Republican challenger Dave McCormick last week, who also already claimed victory.
That's
Today,
right.
now Senator-elect thanked Casey for his years of service to the Commonwealth, in a statement saying in part, "I am so honored to represent every single citizen in Pennsylvania in the United States Senate and will fight for you every day." And it was a fight to get here. Under Pennsylvania law, an automatic statewide recount is triggered by a 0.5% margin. In Philadelphia, election officials began recounting ballots yesterday as we visited the Northeast Philadelphia election warehouse.
We were doing an extra check this time because of the closeness of the race.
But even with Casey conceding, election officials tell us it could be too late to stop the recount. A spokesperson for the Secretary of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania says they're reviewing applicable law and will provide an update Friday.
Thank you for the trust you've placed in me.
Take your ass home where you belong. Did nothing for Pennsylvanians, but made it fucking turmoil. So, thank you for your services. Take your ass home.
For all these years, it's been the honor of my lifetime.
Yeah, the transition process now begins. Casey has held the Senate seat for 17 years. He was first elected in 2006.
17 years and did nothing for Pennsylvanians. Shout out to Dave McCormick. Dave, we look to see great things coming from you, Dave. 21 gun salute.
7. Rick?
All right, Sharifa.